Venomize.
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Venomize here, and today we're gonna talk about video games. What else? I mean, come on man. It's what I've been doing for my entire YouTube channel career. I've made a lot of videos where I played the game. Now, I'm transitioning and more talking about the game instead of gaming itself. I want to talk about the fact that we love video games. I still do, I just don't really play them anymore. Yeah, life happens. I think we love video games because it is something you can't do in real life. That's the whole thing. It's a certain kind of fiction, but a fiction that you can control. So think about dreaming. When you're dreaming, you're typically not, controlling the environment. You just see things. When you're gaming, you can control it. So you're the one in control, of your character, and you're going places you want to go in the game. Now, obviously there are limits. Especially as a kid is really cool, because when you're playing outside, do kids these days even play outside anymore? Your reality as a kid is not, you don't know what really is real yet. So when you play outside with your friends, you're always like being another character in different locations. For example, I could be playing in my garden, but we can imagine it's like a battleground, fighting Pokemon. The game really like accentuates that. So I think that's why gaming is so cool, especially for when you're younger. All of this imagination you have as a kid has kind of like limits, and I think when you touch the game, you go in the game, it's like boom, you're like whoa, there's no limit anymore, within the limits of the game, of course. Nostalgia, why gaming will never be the same. Let's watch it.
What they say about nostalgia, it's one hell of a drug. I'm sure I'm not the only one who sometimes struggles with the question whether gaming maintains to evoke special of a feeling as it once did. I find myself often longing back to the so-called good old days. Game productions have only risen in scope. The medium is bigger than it's ever been, and the games I've played this generation may as well be listed among the best games I've ever played. Each of us are bound to have a differing view in what that golden age of gaming used to be. For some it was 25 years ago, for others it's 10, and for some of us we may feel part of it right now. That can depend on several factors, ranging from how long we've been playing games, which memories we treasure the most, the popular trends at the time, and what the circumstances of our personal lives used to look like.
Yo, my golden age of gaming, bro, it's gotta be the Wii. When I played Wii Sports, Sonic Rider Zero Gravity, bro, those games were fire.
For the living room, there was always my dad's crappy PC. Horrible frame rates and online lag couldn't stop me from playing strategy games like Warcraft 3, or the old school free-to-play MMORPG RuneScape as I had become a bit older. It's here where I had my first interactions with the greater online community, as well as learned to speak my first words of English. Every day I'd go back to school and exchange stories with my classmates about the progress we had made in particular skills, the new set of armor we had crafted, or the quests we completed.
I think I'm trying to more understand why we love games as a kid. When you grind in the game at a young age, that's your like part-time job. That's your work, right? So your Minecraft survival world with your friends in your in your online server, that's like your part-time job. That is like your work. That is your job. That is your chore. And when you become a little older, you probably get a part-time job or a side hustle or an actual job. That's when kind of the gaming stops for a lot of people because they can't find the time anymore. Yo, that is actually factual, bro. When I was in my school, we went to school. I was with my classmates. We were on our Minecraft server. We did some actual progress. We've built castles, blah blah blah. And then when we got back to school, we were like planning out and talking about how we can improve the server, what we can build, what we can do. And then we got online, back on Skype, back in the game, back in Minecraft, like working on it. That was your job. That was your side hustle. That was your chore. Yeah, bro, that is like one of the things why we've loved gaming so much. Or why did you start playing it back in the day? I started because I thought it was cool how I could shoot civilians in GTA. That's cool. I mean, now hold on. The fact is cool that you can do stuff in video games that you can't do in real life. I wouldn't be able to go outer space with a jetpack, like that, and just fly around in the space.
Yet here we are now. No matter the fact open worlds have gotten bigger and graphics have drastically improved, you still feel like you're essentially stuck within the same gameplay loop.
This is the whole thing with modern gaming, right? We've been handed everything, and still, or we're not satisfied anymore having all of the options. But we were when we weren't having all the options. We've just been there, done that, seen it all. And that's like the contrast, that's like the difference of back in the day and now with video games. So I think like back in the day we've loved it way more than we do now, collectively as gamers, I'd say.
The whole world is also connected now, which has created both positive and negative effects. Game developers, as well as mainstream media, have begun developing a habit to politicize many aspects of video games in order to grab attention.
Yay! This is games now. Games are politically charged games. Woohoo! Woohoo! Bro, the whole point of the game is to distract you, and then you're still being fed a narrative. Isn't that fucking crazy? You know, this is also a reason why we love gaming more back in the day than now.
Comments are certain to be headed your way. But if you'd ask me, there is no shame in believing the days of old were better than those of today. You certainly wouldn't be alone. What can truly kill your passion, however, is a constant desire to revisit those memories rather than focusing on the present. Face it, the good old days are never coming back. Key is to accept that. Only then can you move on and enjoy gaming for all that it can still be. And if you're able to do that, who knows, in a decade from today, the good old days may just as well represent the days of now.
Shout out to Robin Gaming, that's a good video, man. So I kind of have a better understanding why we love or have loved video games in the past, and maybe not as much right now as we did before. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. Check out all my other content, and if you enjoyed that, make sure to subscribe. I want to hit 500 subscribers before 2023. This is one of my goals. Please help me to reach that, okay? Peace!